today's starting lineups. Up first, the North Stars. First, number 4, Josh Morrison. Next, number 10, Trey Kaufman. Next up, number 13, Nasir Collins. Next, number 11, Donovan Crawford. And last, number 14, Brandon Raba. The North Stars are coached by Chris Raba. His assistants there, Jason Malloy, Anthony Allison, and Milo McGuire. And here's your Lawrence Cardinals starting lineup. First, at forward, number 1, Diesel Barnes. Next, at guard, number 10, Michael Boisel. At guard, number 3, Brandon Ford. At guard, number 5, Gabe Mitchell-White. And last but not least, at forward, number 20, Kadir Linson. The Cardinals are coached by Jeff Molinelli and Coach Casey Reed. Best of luck to both teams today.
Hello and welcome to the Cardinal Sports Network. Today we've got a special treat for you as Lawrence takes on Nottingham in boys varsity basketball. You're going to hear some different voices announcing as David Ash and John Brecko from WBCB in Pennsylvania, WBCB AM, will be announcing the game starting very shortly. We're waiting for them to pick up the action as we speak.
First shot from the corner is off, rebound from Lawrence.
Like I mentioned before the game, we're going to see what Nasir Collins can do in the rebound game for his team. We see a big steal right there.
Josh Morrison there with the nice steal. Good layup on that play. Nice body control.
Josh Morrison was so explosive on that play, getting the ball. Lawrence had no idea what was coming. That's going to be something they're going to have to watch out for.
So here's Mitchell-White, the point guard, bringing it up, trying to get something going in the half-court offense for Lawrence. The drive, the layup is off. Nice recovery from Nasir Collins.
Nasir Collins doing a good job being by the basket.
They're trying to get their play set. Swing the ball around. A three-point shot is up from Raba. It is good. Raba gets on the board with his first points. The three-point assassin he is.
We're seeing already what Nottingham likes to do. They like to have the open shot. Lawrence is going to have to keep them from shooting these open shots this game. They're going to have to be on top of all of these guys since they have so many guys that they could shoot from three-point range.
Yeah, absolutely. The starting lineup for Lawrence, since we didn't get to that, we got Gabriel Mitchell-White, Diesel Barnes, Boisel, Brandon Ford, and Linson, the starting lineup for the Cardinals.
We talked a lot about how Nasir Collins can set up his teammates. We got to talk about Diesel Barnes as well. In Lawrence's win against Ewing, he had 11 rebounds in that game along with 16 points.
Yeah, probably the best rebounder on the team and second on Lawrence in scoring. And great name, Diesel Barnes, too. But then and one on the other side of the court. Nice job from Nottingham. They'll be going to the line. That was Josh Morrison again. So you see already what he can do in transition on the fast break.
Without a doubt, he's definitely the most explosive player on the team. You got guys who can snipe. Josh Morrison can shoot as well, but he's more the explosive player, in my opinion.
And Nottingham takes an early 8-0 lead as they try some full-court press. And Lawrence, wanting to talk things over, takes the timeout. 6:16 remaining early on in the first quarter. Nottingham up strong, 8-0.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTBS TV.
So here comes Lawrence again. This full court pressure. We're seeing really good defense from Nasir Collins. Lawrence is trying to get some points on the board.
Swiss Army knife living up to his name.
The foul's going to be called on some contact as the help defense came. Nice dribbling moves from Boisel. He'll go to the line. We've seen his dribble moves early this game. Finally able to get the nice drive and force some contact.
Did a good job, like you said, driving to the basket. Did a good job getting close to it.
First free throw is off.
It's really a good foul by Nottingham because he would have had that shot easily.
Yeah, definitely an earn it foul there. You saw he had the wide open lane for the layup, making him earn it at the free throw line. And the second one is off too, but nice offensive rebound, shot blocked from Crawford and saved on the nice athletic play from Collins, except now it goes back to Lawrence. The three-point shot, that's good. From Diesel Barnes, three-pointer to give Lawrence their first points of the game.
This might be a matchup of Diesel Barnes versus Nasir Collins.
Oh, what a shot blocked from Mitchell White, but saved from Nottingham. They start over. Three-point shot from the corner is up. That's good. Even with the defender straight in his face, Brandon Raba doing it once again.
That's 2 for 2 on three-point shots, I believe, from opposite corners. No problem for Raba.
Yeah, definitely in the paint. Nice pass, but couldn't be handled quite properly from Boiselle. Now trying to get things started again. He got Barnes wide open in the corner, and he hits another corner free from this near side.
I have a feeling Barnes is going to like that spot in this game.
Swing it out. The three-pointer is up. That's good. From Donovan Crawford, the second leading scorer for Nottingham, and they are knocked down from three in this first quarter.
This is great shooting from both teams right now.
Nice drive. The layup is off. No foul called. Fighting for the ball, and Nottingham gets it. Nazir Collins pushing the ball, finding Marsden again, and that's good. Or sorry, that was Crawford again, and that's going to take a timeout for Lawrence. They're going to have to talk things over. Man, Nottingham is hot from three. I think we'll take a quick 30-second commercial break for the 30-second timeout. Don't go anywhere. Nottingham up early in Lawrence.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTBS TV.
And welcome back. Lawrence going quickly with the ball. Nice quick possession to get the nice layup there to Diesel Barnes. He has all 8 of Lawrence's points. A nice steal from Lawrence on the other end. Live from Lawrence High School. The Cardinals wearing their home whites. Nottingham North Stars, the road golds. Lawrence is shooting on the near side of the basket here. Nottingham going the opposite direction. Play inside. The big man goes up with the reverse layup is good. You got Lentz in the center showing off his strength.
There was nothing Nottingham could do right there to stop Lenson from driving in the basket.
Here's Nottingham. Rob is trapped in the corner, able to get it out to Crawford. Crawford with a contested shot, and that's good.
Good shot from Crawford. Off balance, but good decision. He realized, despite being off balance, he could get the angle he needed. Good decision right there from him.
Able to show body control again to get the contested layup. So Lawrence looking to counter. The pull-up jump shot from the free throw line is off, rebounded Raba. He's pushing it up, and a nice easy layup for Nazir Collins.
Nazir Collins, not the leading scorer, but he's already done a good job setting up, passing the ball, making good decisions. Now we see him get some points on the board.
Floater takes a couple bounces, but is off for Mitchell White. And already on the other side, nice pushing on the fast break. Crawford, again, an easy layup. And don't look now, John, but Nottingham already with 23 points. We're just 5 minutes into this game.
That's with no small part to these three-point shots. That's nearly half the points that's over half, actually, of the points that Nottingham has on the board.
Lawrence turnover, trying to push it. We're going to see a foul called. Trying to fight for the ball will be on Lawrence as we see the subs check in for the first time. Bunch of new subs away for Nottingham. And for Lawrence, to see Greg Watson coming in off the bench. Now we got some more subs coming in for the Cardinals.
I'll tell you what, as fast as this game has been moving, I'm not surprised we saw as many substitutions as we just did.
Absolutely, very fast-paced game. First shot of the game is up and good from the lefty Greg Watson, as we just mentioned, coming off the bench, getting a spark early.
I mentioned Diesel Barnes can score if we don't see Brandon Ford score a lot, but Gregory Watson, he could score himself.
And quick passing from Nottingham. Raba in the post is off. Rebound from Lawrence, pushing it on the other side. They got numbers. And we will get the charge. Nice defensive play there from, I believe that was number 4, Josh Morrison. Or sorry, no, that was actually Doral. With a nice defensive play there to get the charge.
I think the Lawrence player actually tripped.
Yeah.
So unfortunate, but he ended up putting his shoulder into him, and that was a clear charging foul.
Raba gets the contact on the foul, trying to get a nice floater. So 1:37 remaining. Nottingham up early, 23-13. Nothing too shocking. They've scored over 80 points in their last 2 games. And just, I mean, over all the years, you're always just super impressed from this Nottingham offense and what they're able to do. But fast breaks, getting a knockdown shots early. First free throw from Raba is good. You see Diesel Barnes check back in after being on the bench just for a short amount of time.
I think Diesel Barnes just needed a breather. He had the first 8 points of the game for Lawrence.
Raba again knocks down both free throws. Give Nottingham 25, so you always just like to do this quick math. There's still a minute 37 left in the first quarter. Nottingham could go the remaining of the quarter without scoring and still be on pace for 100 points.
Well, I'll tell you this, 13 points, Lawrence is showing they could score as well.
Absolutely, but a nice full court pressure there from Nottingham will force the travel when Gibbons Thomas takes a couple extra steps. So good job from this full court pressure again from the North Stars. Now just taking their time, slowing up in this half-court offense. Into the post, the layup is off. Good interior defense, but fighting back for it is Nottingham. They get the ball back with Raba from 3. Do I even have to tell you it's going in?
I think at this point, no. I think it only makes sense that they wear yellow. Warriors wear yellow, North Stars wear yellow. Everybody that seems to be able to shoot wears yellow for some reason. I don't know what it is.
Look at this half-court defense again, and that will force another turnover. Really good job from Nottingham again, and you saw the second they pass half-court, John, force them into that corner, and a nice double team with nowhere to go.
Yeah, absolutely.
Final minute of play in the first quarter. Nottingham up big. Raba has played the whole game so far. Kicks out to the corner, just short. Rebound from Lawrence. We'll see what they do here if they try to hold for the last shot. Doesn't look like that's the case. As of now, at least. The three-pointer from Watson is up. It's good. He's 2 for 2.
Watson has done a good job shooting, but Nottingham, as you're seeing, has so many different guys that could shoot. But Lawrence is leaving these guys open as well.
Morrison will hold on to the ball. 15 seconds remaining, trying to drain the clock out. Can assume Nottingham is trying to hold for 1. Here comes his screen. Gets the mismatch. But a nice steal from Barnes. 4 seconds remaining. He's pushing it up the court. Loose ball turned over. And that will take us to the end of the corner. Tough break for Lawrence at the end. Would have liked to see them get a couple points. But at the end of the first in this high-scoring affair, we got Nottingham up 28-16. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after these messages.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTBS TV.
And welcome back. Lawrence High School as the Cardinals trailed in Nottingham by 12. We get started with the second quarter. First quarter, all that Nottingham offense you saw from Crawford, Raba, and Morrison, the big 3, as Lawrence gets started.
Lawrence is on pace right now to score 64 points, which is actually pretty good and more than they've scored all season. But Nottingham is still on pace to beat these guys by 50.
Yeah, it's just how crazy it is, how amazing on offense the North Stars are. Here's Lawrence trying to get things going. Boiselle with the ball. The floater is off. Strong rebound from Collins, who tries to push it, but a nice pressure and a forced turnover from Lawrence. Here comes Boisdell, a spin move. Nice pass. The layup is good. What a pretty play in transition right there.
That was just a thing of beauty. He knew exactly where to go with the ball. He knew exactly where his teammate would be, and he made the right pass at the right time to make that play happen. That was, like you said, a thing of beauty.
Yeah, if Nottingham takes a quick timeout, I think Coach Raba, talking to the ref a bit earlier, I think he wanted the foul call there on the turnover, but unfortunately for the North Stars, they won't get it.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTBS TV.
I forgot to mention, they did a good job at double teaming Collins before he had a chance to set one of his teammates up down the court. Good decision by the Cardinals right there.
I see a high post. The floater is off, but a foul called again. Donovan Crawford really liking those floaters from the paint. He's been doing a good job. I don't know if he's hit them yet, or hasn't hit many yet, but it seems to at least be getting contact and the foul called on each and every one of them.
We talked about how this team shoots 31% from three-point range. It's nearly double when it's in 2 points. So these guys, as you're seeing, they can get on inside as well as shoot from outside.
Crawford again, second leading scorer for Nottingham. And also, I mean, these guys really do it all. Crawford also averages 4 rebounds and 4 assists per game. The second one goes in. I mean, they have three or four other players who are also averaging at least 3 or 4 assists and rebounds a game. So the starting lineup really does it all. You got a pretty nice bench too. Again, you see this pressure, double team in the corner. It's been working so far, and it works again.
Well, you can see they play as a team, and in the score, you can see the results of that.
Nice shot block from Lawrence. Here comes Boisdell coming the other way. Tries to save it, but no, he steps out of bounds. The refs call it. And man, what a good job from Nottingham. I mean, now not just from half court, but even in the corners too. They keep trapping them in all of these different corners, double teaming. And I mean, they keep forcing them on defense at these corners, and really nice defense from Nottingham.
A lot of yellow jerseys you see running to wherever the ball is.
Raba, you can't leave him open for 3, and he makes them pay.
He's got, what is that, his 4th one of the game?
So, yeah, I think so. And I don't believe he's missed either from behind the arc. Here's Lawrence. A pull-up shot is off. Put back, no good. Trying to put it up again, won't go. Lawrence still fighting for it and finally gets the foul call. That's Diesel Barnes, leading rebounder for Lawrence.
Good job by him for rebounding all those different times, but all those yellow jerseys once again around him. He just couldn't make it happen. There was just too much going on around him.
Barnes comes in with averaging 7 rebounds per game, and he just got 3 of them on 1 possession. First free throw is off. Got some substitutions coming in as the starting center Linson will check back in, along with Mitchell White, the other starting guard.
Maybe what Lawrence can do is try to get Linson to go inside, use his strength. It's worked already on one occasion this game.
Next free throw will go in. Raba. Oh, finally a heat check. He finally missed a 3-pointer.
Yeah, but it was a good shot, though. Just barely off the mark.
Yeah, absolutely. Here comes the newly subbed in guard, and he makes it. Mitchell White, nice crossover to drive to the basket.
Good job by him getting the air on that shot that he needed to get nice and close.
Now the Lawrence bench trying to get involved again. Not really many fans allowed in these games, so Lawrence trying to give that home court advantage as they chant defense on the bench.
Well, they sound like a whole crowd, I'll tell you that.
And the error pass it, it's turned over. Here comes Lawrence the other direction. Watson, the layup is good.
Beautiful execution by Watson on the layup, but moving down the other side fast as the North Stars.
Raba drives. Was trying to pass out, but will get held on the play. Another foul. I believe that's the 6th foul now for the Cardinals. Something to keep an eye up on. Meanwhile, Nottingham only with 2 this half.
This has been a physical game so far. These guys have, on both sides really, have both shown they're not afraid to get physical with each other.
Nottingham will pass it in from underneath their basket. Here comes Morrison, kicks it back out to Crawford. His three-pointer is short. Rebound. Linson trying to push it the other way, the big man. Crossover move from the big man. The shot is off.
Good job driving in by Linson to get the mid-range shot off.
Another good job from Mitchell White, the guard, getting the rebound. And being fouled on the putback, he'll go to the line for 2.
They got to push the ball that you got. They wait. They don't even need more.
Like you said before the game, Lawrence can compete with anybody, and they're competing right now. They've cut this lead down to 7. It was at 12 in the first quarter.
Yeah, I believe right now Lawrence is on a 9-0 run, as they only trail by 7, as you mentioned. So the Cardinals trying to fight back. They're not going to give up. Very good, respectable team that they are. Nottingham trying to end this on offense, trying to get something going. The floater is off. Offensive rebound. Put back, no good. Still fighting for the ball, no good. But here comes Collins with the ball, trying to do something. Kick back out to Raba as Nottingham starts over again. It is up. The shot is no good, but a late whistle called on the shot. So Morrison will head to the line for 2.
Diesel Barnes got 3 rebounds on 1 possession. I think I counted 4 that the North Stars got on that one. So they had a bunch of chances to try and get it off. Unfortunately, they don't, but they do get the foul.
So they do. So all those opportunities, all those offensive rebounds will result in Nottingham getting to the line. Morrison hits his first.
That puts an end to the 9-0 run that Lawrence was on.
I mean, that's one of the big things you said before the game. Lawrence had to step up on defense to try to slow down Nottingham as the second free throw is off. Didn't do that too well in the first quarter, but now here in the second quarter, trying to get it done. Here comes Boiselle, falling down, tries to get the layup, won't go. And Boiselle grabbed it while he was on the ground, but unfortunately his heel was out of bounds. Nice call from the ref. Good job spotting that.
I actually missed that one. I thought he was fouled.
Oh, no, yeah, they didn't call a foul. He fell down to the ground, though. He tripped up and grabbed it while on the ground, but his heel, I don't even think he realized it, but it was the correct call. His heel was on the baseline.
Yeah, that's a hard thing to realize when you're so close to that line, especially when you're trying to get a basket or rebound the ball.
Now the error pass from Morrison. He's trying to make his case with the refs, saying that it was deflected by Lawrence before going out of bounds, but the refs will still say Lawrence ball. Full court pressure again from Nottingham, trying to turn the defense into the offense like they did in the first quarter.
North Star's bench is involved now, just like Lawrence's was a little while ago.
Yeah, chanting defense. I like that from these teams, just creating your own fans, getting the energy. And on the putback, the and one will count from Linson, the big man. Nice pump fake and spin move to get his defender to jump. Now he goes to the line to try to finish off the and one.
That is one man that may not be very smart to foul, and the reason why is because he'll get up there anyway with his big body. Guy's a thick man, too.
Try to make it a 5-point deficit, and it goes.
On the other hand, if they beat up on Lenson, he may not be as effective late in the game.
So here comes Nottingham. Again, the Cardinals now on a 12-1 run. Nottingham led by 16 at one point. That's now down to 5. An awkward floater from Raba won't go. Boiselle picks up the rebound. He wasn't expecting the pass. Got a little fortunate there. Mitchell White driving. Won't go. He wanted the foul called on the contact. And now Mitchell White, he gets called for the reach-in foul. He's going to have to cool off a bit. You can tell he's frustrated he didn't get the foul called, but got to move on from there.
I think there was a hand in Mitchell White's face, but I think he rushed in too fast and it didn't look that way.
And now that's Lawrence's 8th foul. So even though it's just the reach-in foul, that will put Nottingham in the bonus. So they'll be going for a 1-and-1. And Morrison was the one foul, so he goes back to the free throw line.
Lawrence is going to have to watch their fouling for the rest of the quarter, especially since they've cut the deficit down to 5. If they get too many more fouls, Nottingham could put that deficit back up.
Nottingham trying to climb back or get some points on the board from the free throw line as Morrison knocks down the second. Pressure from Nottingham again, but Lawrence able to get past half court. Drive is Watson. The ball is loose, tries to pass it out, but the ref is going to rule that Watson's touched the line out of bounds, so another forced turnover by Nottingham.
Maybe something Lawrence has to start watching in this game. That's the second time.
Now Nottingham, they were just able to get some points to the board from the free throw line, but they haven't made an actual basket or a field goal really since, say, probably about 4 or 5 minutes or so since around the start of the second quarter. So I'm sure they would like to see themselves at least make a shot. I mean, the foul shots obviously are great too, but I'm sure it would get their confidence going if they could finally knock down a field goal.
Lawrence has done a great job of shutting them down in the second quarter. And it's amazing because in the first quarter, Nottingham all the momentum on offense.
Collins underneath the basket, ball on the ground, and the ref will rule a jump ball. And it stays with Nottingham. Good defensive possession, I'd say. I mean, Nottingham wasn't really able to get to break through the perimeter.
A lot of times when you see shifts like this, it's normally after the half. The coach makes some adjustments. Nottingham seems like they've done this all on their own.
A three-pointer is up from Morrison. Won't go. That was close, though.
I meant the Cardinals, by the way, so excuse me.
Yeah. Wide open down the under end of the court, and that could be the easiest layup Mitchell White will have today. Cardinals back to only being down by 5. 2 minutes remaining in the first half.
The North Stars have controlled the pace for a lot of this game, but you're starting to see it shift.
Nottingham slowing down the pace on offense. You saw how quickly they moved early on in the game, but now slowing things up as Raba tries to drive. The layup won't go, and Lawrence comes up with it. Boiselle trying to slow it down, getting past this double team, and he does. So here comes the half-court offense. Ooh, nice dribble move from Watson. Trying to break down his man, but the block from Morrison. What a deflection. They try to push it down the other end. But a kick ball from Boiselle on the other side to slow down the fast break.
That was just fantastic timing by Morrison to get his hand up for the block.
Those are some really nice dribble moves from was that Watson. I mean, he was doing a good job trying to break down his defender. It looked like he had Morrison beat, but then Morrison gets the last laugh. Three-pointer is short. Fighting for the ball. Deflected, and he will say Nottingham gets it.
Watson showed us, like you were mentioning, how great his handle is. Unfortunately, all for naught.
Trying to get it in. They do. 1:20 remaining. Williams, one of the bench guards, with it, slowing it down. They move it around the perimeter. Three-pointers up from Williams. That won't go. Offensive rebound. 1 minute remaining in action. This three-pointer from the quarter is up, and that's also off. Remember, Nottingham hasn't scored a field goal, hasn't gotten a basket besides a free throw in the last 6 minutes. That shot won't go from Boiselle. Trying to do an awkward underhand layup. On the other end of the court, and finally, there you go, Trey Kaufman, one of the starters, will finally get a basket. Nottingham, one of the best offensive teams in all of Mercer County, held nearly a full quarter without scoring a basket, but Trey Kaufman finally, in the final minute, gets one to go. 15 seconds remaining. The Cardinals are just holding for the last shot. They move it around. 8 seconds remaining. Ball is loose. Raba comes up with the Hail Mary down the court. The layup is good, as that will do it for the half. A nice layup from Chris Williams. Could call that a 4-point swing right there, as Nottingham finishes the half off strong, up 39-30 here in a great Mercer County basketball game. We'll take a quick break. Don't go anywhere.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTBS TV.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming out. I'm so happy we actually have fans. Yay. My name is Ellie Dillion. I'm the varsity cheerleading coach, and tonight is our senior night where we're going to recognize the 4 seniors that have been absolutely wonderful. So I'm just going to get started and try not to cry. Up first, we have Maria Piadova. Maria has been a part of the cheer program since 7th grade. Throughout her high school cheer career, something she enjoyed were stunting, competing, and laughing with her team. Maria plans to attend a 4-year university after high school and study public policy. She would like to give a special shout out to her coach, Ms. DeLeon, for pushing her to be the best person and cheerleader she could possibly be, and always brightening her day by making her laugh. Maria will cherish each moment and experience in her 4 years at LHS. Go Cards. Congratulations, Maria. Up next, we have Anna Macaroni. Anna has been on the varsity cheerleading team since her sophomore year. After graduation, she plans on studying forensic psychology. Anna would like to shout out Coach DeLeon and Coach Land for helping her become the person she is today, both in and outside of cheer. Anna would also like to shout out her family and friends, as well as thank her teammates for becoming her family over the past 4 years, during which she created so many amazing memories. She will miss you all so much. Anna thanks LHS Cheer for the forever memories and friendships and wishes everyone the best for the program. Congratulations, Anna. Up next, we have Anya Zaluska. Anya has been doing cheer all 4 years of high school and is currently captain this season. One of Anya's favorite memories from cheer is when she went to Disney with the cheer team. After graduation, Anya will attend TCNJ and major in nursing. Anya would like to give a big thank you to Coach Wasserleben and Coach DeLeon for always believing in her. Anya would like to give a big thank you to the cheer team for being amazing teammates and always putting a smile on her face. Anya wants everyone to remember to always believe in yourselves. Congratulations, Anya. Last but certainly not least, we have senior Katie Prickrell. Katie is a 4-year varsity member and captain this season. One of Katie's favorite memories from cheer is pre-competition rituals to get the team excited. After graduation, Katie hopes to cheer at Rutgers University or the University of Pittsburgh and major in public health. Katie wants to give a big thanks to Land, who taught her everything she needs to know about cheer and for believing in her when she was a tiny newbie freshman. She also wants to say thank you to Coach D, who, although has only been her coach this season, has become a support system in and out of practice. Lastly, Katie wants to give her amazing teammates, and specifically her fellow captains, Anna and Anya, a huge thank you for being the second family to always come home to after a tough day at school, even online. Congratulations, Katie. Give it up for our seniors of class of 2021.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTBS TV.
in the front.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTBS TV.
And welcome back. Here as we're in Lawrenceville, New Jersey, and Lawrence High School. David Ash alongside John Brecco with coverage of tonight's game. Nottingham leads 39-30 as they come in on a 3-game win streak. But Lawrence, who lost the last couple games, trying to snap that after a very fast-paced, very entertaining first half. John, what do you expect to see coming in the second half?
I expect to see a lot more of what Lawrence did in the second quarter. They know now that they can't let these guys get open, Raba, any of them. They've got to make sure that they keep them from shooting their three-point shots. And I think as an athlete, sometimes you have to experience things firsthand, and I think that's what happened with Lawrence here. So I think we're going to see a lot of what happened in the second quarter.
Now Mitchell White tried to get a fast bucket there, trying to push it. But unfortunately, it won't go, and the ball will go out of bounds to give Nottingham the ball. The ball rolled all the way on the other side of the court.
We mentioned this briefly, but Nottingham did a good job of controlling the pace in the first quarter and really in the beginning of the second. Lawrence did a better job of that as the second quarter went along. Lawrence obviously trying to push the pace here to continue that trend.
Nottingham trying to get things going with their half-court offense as that slowed up a bit earlier in the second quarter. Weren't able to get much. Continuing to pass it around the perimeter, but now driving in. Nice pump fake. The floater is good. Real nice play from Morrison to get some points on the board.
He got that in under pressure, too. Lawrence has done a much better job on the defensive side of the ball, staying on top of these guys. And even though Nottingham got points out of that, you saw that right there.
Nottingham bench now chanting defense to bring some energy early on in the second half as that layup, a nice play in the post from Diesel Barnes.
Good job by him returning the favor. He's done a good job of getting inside, getting his fair share of layups as well as three-pointers in this game.
Raba driving, kicks back out. Shot is up, that's good. Donovan Crawford, another three, and you don't want to see that from Lawrence. You don't want to see these players get hot from behind the arc again.
Yeah, that's only one three-pointer so far, but Lawrence is going to have to make sure that they don't, to your point.
So let's see what Lawrence does here. Now down back again by double digits. Nice driving play from Boiselle. A nice little fancy on the end of the layup.
Still down by double digits, though, after that three-pointer from Crawford.
And that's going to be an offensive foul. Yep. Nottingham, not that, now, what are they going to call it here? It looks like both refs are talking.
I don't think that was an offensive foul.
No.
I didn't see a charge.
Right, so they'll say so. No, they will say it was a blocking foul. I thought that should have been an offensive foul. Personally, I thought Collins kind of saw extended his elbow and forearm a bit, but they'll say that I guess Lawrence wasn't quite set. I can see that as well.
Fouls do usually tip toward the defense, and I didn't really see a shoulder, so I think that's what the refs were looking for on that occasion.
Here comes Raba, the coach's son, also the star player, looking to try to find someone. Passes back out. Crawford, some dribble moves, takes it back out to start things up again. Raba driving. It's all fighting for the ball. Kaufman with the rebound, but stripped away from by Linson.
Good job by Raba to drive inside. Just a bad bounce right there.
Oh, they're going to call travel as Mitchell White tried to bring it up the court, but slipped a bit and took too many steps while stopping with the ball. An unfortunate error.
Small, but it can be an easy mistake to make.
So Nottingham in their road gold jerseys are on the near side of the court as they switched at halftime, and Lawrence in their home whites will be going the opposite direction. Collins driving in. Good tip from Linson to deflect it out of bounds.
Good pass by Collins. Just the big man and Linson moving quick.
Nottingham getting things set up again. And just, I mean, you've seen this since the second quarter for this full court offense, just really slowing it down. Trying to get something going. Rabo, what a nice underhanded layup. I believe that was with the wrong hand, too. It's still able to make it go.
He set that perfectly right there. You can hear the Nottingham bench once again.
Mitchell White couldn't get the screen. It's good defense at first from Crawford, pushing by the screen, but unfortunately some contact while Mitchell White was driving. Each team now has one foul early on in the second half.
Mitchell White lost his footing right there, what it looked like.
All the starters have been in early on in this third quarter for both sides. Nice post spin move. Linson won't go though as he was falling down. Gets his own offensive rebound, and that's good. Linson once again showing off his strength. Nice play on the interior.
Definitely. That first shot was at an awkward angle, and Linson just couldn't get right. Was able to reset, take the time he needed, and get in there for the second shot, though.
Linson guarding the smaller Morrison, but a nice block from Linson to recover. He's clapping it up. You can see he's fired up. A good sequence from him on both sides of the court. Good job from the big man is now Greg Watson, who did a nice job. The guard coming off the bench will check back in.
That was almost like a double team on offense, but Linson used his size and timed the block well right there.
So Nottingham takes it in from underneath their basket. Here's Raba driving, but kicks it out as they get reset. Pass to the corner was low as Morrison tries to get going. Breaking down the defender, driving. No foul called, layup is off. Offensive rebound, that's up, won't go as they try to fight with it, and eventually Lawrence comes down with it, but not without some pressure.
You're only going to get so many chances on offense before the defense finally comes up with it.
Boiselle trying to go strong to the basket, won't go. They're going to call a foul on Nottingham, but it's called before the shot went up, so it'll be on the floor. Lawrence will take it from underneath their own basket. Here's Watson trying to do his thing, a shifty point guard as we saw early on in the game. Boiselle, another shifty guard, but that's stripped away from Morrison. Good job defensively. Crawford tried to save it, a really good effort, but he just stepped out of bounds. Refs doing a good job, at least on our end. You see the close baseline calls. They've been getting it right every time.
That was a close call. I thought he saved it too.
I always try to give credit to refs their props when they do a good job, because everyone always roasts them and comes after them when they do a bad job. So I try to say, give them compliments too when they make the good calls. Oh, that's not going to go as it rolled around the rim for what felt like 5 seconds. The offensive rebound, and that rolls, but falls in.
I get why you treat the refs nice. You're a nice man.
Thank you. That cuts the deficit down to single digits again. Lawrence only trails by 8, 46-38.
You can hear these guys on defense too. They're fired up right now. Let's see what they can do with all that energy.
Morrison driving is off. Again, another offensive rebound, several in this game by both teams. Raba misses. Morrison with it, back up, and that will fall in. Morrison thought he should have gotten an and one, but hey, I'm Nottingham. I'll still take the putback.
2 points is 2 points. Nottingham is back up by double digits because of it.
Here's Watson as they get reset. Watson gets the screen. Mitchell White driving. Not an easy layup, but he gets it to go as he hung there in midair. And Lawrence will take a timeout finally. What a fast-paced third quarter we had going there.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTBS TV.
Without a doubt, we've seen a lot of great back and forth action in this third quarter. To your point, very fast-paced.
I think we should give our shout-outs now, John. We were told at halftime we have someone listening and watching the game, Lucas from Poland, from Krakow, Poland. How awesome is that?
I was worried that I wasn't going to get shots because of this game being as fast-paced as it was, but apparently I'm doing okay.
Lucas, we thank you for watching. I just checked. It's 6 hours ahead in Poland, so it's 11:15 at night. Thank you for spending your Friday night in Europe with us here at WBCB for some high school basketball. And also in the comments on our Facebook section, we see Norman from Newark International. I'm guessing he means the airport. He's also streaming us from on the go, so we love to see that. People from all over, literally all around the world in different continents getting to watch us. We thank you for choosing WBCB.
You can be anywhere and nowhere in the world watching us, and that includes on a plane.
And now Lawrence hits a three-pointer. That was Brandon Ford as the ball goes out of bounds. We haven't seen Brandon Ford really do a ton. I mean, he's made some nice plays so far, but I mean, he's probably considered the best player overall for Lawrence. He leads them in scoring at 13 points per game. Rebound by Lawrence. Oh, but then it caught them sleeping as Morrison gets the nice steal. Will go to the line for two. Lawrence had no clue that Morrison was there, but like a nice defensive back in football, came running in and a nice steal, and now we'll go to the line for two.
Again, we see the explosiveness of Morrison coming through in that instance. Like you said, nobody realized he was there, and he just took advantage.
First free throw is good, man. He's been knocked down tonight from the free throw line. Really have most of these Nottingham players, too, doing a good job getting the free points, at the line. Oh, man, I gave the broadcasters jinx. Oh, well. The second one is off. I'm sorry, Nottingham fans.
They'll be okay. 51 points after three quarters. I think they're doing an all right job.
Nottingham will get it back. 40 seconds remaining. Only an 8-point lead now, so Lawrence this quarter has cut it by one again. They're staying in this game. Not sure, John, what do you expect? You think they're going to try to hold for the last shot, hold it for 40 seconds, or?
No, I don't expect them to hold it for that long. But you mentioned Brandon Ford earlier. I'm surprised at that as well. But what we've seen in the past games with Lawrence, they have playmakers who can do it on any given night. They haven't really had all of the guys do that, and I think that's the difference with Nottingham and Lawrence. Nottingham has a bunch of people who score double digits per game. Lawrence doesn't have a lot of guys who do that every game.
Watson trying to push it after a nice putback from Williams. 10 seconds remaining. Linson in the post, he gets it. 7 seconds, Nottingham trying to push it. Here comes Williams up. Nice tip by Linson to go out of bounds. But with exactly 3 seconds, Nottingham could get a good shot as they pass it in from underneath their basket.
1 second, the big man was shooting a basket, and the other second, the big man was all the way down the court.
How about that, using his effort to go coast to coast. Here comes Morrison. The fadeaway floater won't go. And Lawrence, we got ourselves the game. Lawrence only trailing by 8, 53-45. Hang on as we come in for what should be a fascinating fourth quarter here on WBCB.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTBS TV.
And welcome back. So After a really strong first quarter and early on in the second quarter for Nottingham, they led by 16 at one point. Lawrence just trying to slowly but surely, they keep cutting into this Nottingham lead, but only 1 quarter remaining as they trail by 8. Do they have enough time, and do they have the ability to finish off the comeback?
We saw a big first quarter from Nottingham, big second quarter from Lawrence. Third quarter, Lawrence technically did cut down the lead, but I would say it was about even. Mystery will.
Oh, a nice play. Nice cut from Crawford as he gets fouled. As I got to show off my skills here, pass the ball back in. Yeah. But man, that was a really good cut from Crawford, and also a good job from Raba noticing the cut.
The guy who caught your pass had to shuffle a little bit to the side, though.
Oh,
That's
man.
the only downside.
I did it with my left hand. My
okay.
non-dominant hand. That's my excuse.
All right. I mean, I've seen plenty of these guys post layups with their non-dominant hand in this game.
I'm just trying to defend myself. All right, you got me.
High schoolers schooling you on the basketball court.
Jeez. Hey, I love basketball. I never said I was great. Never said I was great at it.
You're probably rusty. That's all it is.
Man, been a while. I haven't been able to get a court in a while.
With everything going on, that's not surprising, so that's fair.
All right, now Nottingham back up by 10. Lawrence trying to cut in. Oh, my goodness, a great pass threading the needle was Brandon Ford, and a nice left-handed layup. I had the perfect angle on that. I mean, he just barely was able to get that by 2 defenders on a terrific bounce pass. But Raba quickly on the other end to answer.
There are quarterbacks that can't throw that accurately. Fantastic pass by Ford.
Floater. No good, but the foul's called, except it is a charge. Offensive foul will be called finally. Boiselle gets it. You've seen both these teams trying to set a lot of screens, force the charge, but finally it gets called. And Lawrence, that's their 7th foul, so still with 7 minutes remaining in the game. I think next foul puts Nottingham in the bonus.
That could be the deciding factor, too. If they get them to the free throw line a lot after they get the bonus, they're probably not going to go 7 minutes without a foul. That could be the difference.
Raba in no hurry. Passing it. Crawford up top, that's good. From around the free throw line. Bit of a contested shot, had to pull back a little, but made it look easy.
Almost seems like Lawrence was trying to be careful right there. They know how many fouls they have compared to how many fouls Nottingham has in the half.
Lawrence takes a timeout to try to talk things over as now they're back down by 12. Tonight's game is brought to you as a public service by the Hamilton Township Education Association. Proud to support our students in the Hamilton Township School District. So, John, I mean, we saw Lawrence has been able to stay in it, but Nottingham getting off to a quick start in the fourth quarter as now they're up by a dozen. What do you think Lawrence is going to try to do during this timeout?
I think they have to slow the pace down. Nottingham has been able to go fast, slow, whatever pace they feel like they've needed to go at, they've gone at in this game. So I think what they're going to have to do is slow the pace down, because when you have a high-powered offense, you got to realize these guys can go all game, they could score all game. When you got a team that has, scored 70, 80 points in most of their games, that's something that you need to expect if you have a chance to beat them. So if I were Lawrence, I'd slow this game down just a little bit.
I'm sure they'll try to do that, come up big on the defensive end. They did a good job in the second and third quarters, but Nottingham adjusting in this fourth quarter so far. I'd like to see Brandon Ford see what he can do here. I mean, it's been a great team effort from Lawrence all around. You see some of the guys like Diesel Barnes, Winston's played great, Mitchell White having a good game. Watson off the bench. Like to see those guys and Ford continue to pick it up. So here comes Ford. Let's see what the star player from Lawrence can do. Pass it around.
No matter what way this game goes, it's been a competitive game the entire way through.
Oh, and a nice deflection to force the turnover is Nottingham. Trying to be quick. Crawford gets fouled on the shot. And the fast pace from Nottingham will send them to the free throw line.
That'll put them in the bonus, I think.
Yep. There's still it was on the shot they called it, so he'll still get the 2 shots. But yep, Nottingham now in the bonus. That was Lawrence's 8th foul. To comparison, Nottingham only with 2.
Well, now every time you're going to see a foul, they're going to get at least 1-on-1.
Yep.
And with the way these guys can shoot, that's dangerous.
Yeah, without good. I mean, Lawrence just trying to creep back in this game really sucks when you force to put them in the bonus. Second free throw is good. See, Nottingham, I didn't say anything there. I helped you guys. You can credit those free throws on me, Nottingham fans.
Just drum roll next time, Dave. I'm sure you'll jinx them again.
I'm only joking, of course. 6 minutes remaining. Nottingham back up by 12. Linson in the post and one. Lawrence not going anywhere just yet. Linson, the big man, the center, doing a great job all game in the interior on both sides as he tries to cut the deficit back to 11.
That's the second time we've seen that in particular from the big man this game. I think the first time we saw the and one where Linson was a part of it, it was very similar to that.
Won't go. Nottingham comes up with it. Raba, spin move. Can't hit it. Watson on the other end, but with the pressure from Nottingham, has to slow him up. And the foul's called on the reach-in from Chris Williams. Again, that's only the third foul on Nottingham. Still a long way to go for Lawrence to try to get in the bonus, if at all. Excuse me, they'll say that's now the fourth foul on Nottingham. Still a good way to go. And the North Star's already in the bonus.
I don't know if that's going to be the Cardinals' priority, though.
And a great play there. A nice inbound play, and you see the acceleration from Mitchell White breaking away from the defender to get the layup.
He knew exactly when to accelerate right there, and that was just good execution.
Nottingham, here comes Raba driving. Tries to force the contact, but doesn't. Lawrence has a 5-on-4. Raba was slow to get up. So they try to push it. Linson goes up for the layup and hits it again. Back down to only 8.
What a rebound right there. I thought Nottingham came away with that.
Lawrence chanting defense off the bench. Raba gets the layup, though, which will quiet down the Cardinals bench.
Did that with Linson in his face as well. I'm impressed with him getting that shot off.
So here comes Nottingham's bench chanting defense, trying to fight fire with fire. Three-pointer from Ford is up. That's good. The best shooter on Lawrence trying to stay with it.
I think that's Ford's first big shot of the game right there.
Now Raba tries to answer, but cannot. Watson with the rebound.
This would be the wrong time to let the leading scorer on Lawrence get hot.
They had a season high in their last game with 21 points, and Lawrence's loss to Robbinsville. Shot is up and off. Offensive rebound. Trying to put it up, and a good job to create space was Diesel Barnes, and that's going to force a Nottingham timeout. Chris, all of a sudden, it's only a 5-point game.
Yeah, without a doubt. We saw the lead creep back down as low as 5 at one point. We're going to see what Lawrence can do the second time around.
I think we'll take a quick break and come back to you here in Lawrence High School. We got a good one wrapping up here on WBCB.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Back here after the quick 30-second timeout. The Cardinals are coming out hot. Only down by 5 with 4 minutes and 12 seconds remaining. John, what have you seen this quarter? How's Lawrence been hot recently?
It looked like in the beginning Nottingham was actually going to get off to that hot start, but we've seen exactly the opposite. We've really seen an even matchup throughout most of this game. You can see it in this fourth quarter, but right now, Lawrence has the momentum. They just need to get the lead.
Coach Raba will now give the duties to his son, Brandon Raba, as he brings it up slowly. A three-pointer is off. Linson with the rebound. He's been a great job today.
Used his size to get the rebound right there. I think he had 3 guys around him trying to get the rebound, but Linson just too big.
Watson kicks it out of Ford. Oh, they're going to call the travel on Ford as he tried to gather himself. He didn't take a dribble.
Looked a little frustrated with the call, but that was a travel.
Nottingham will inbound it from half court. In no hurry. So the shot will go off. But off Raba, offensive rebound. underhand layup and one as he forced the contact as well.
That was probably the most awkward layup we've seen all game, and we've seen quite a few of them.
Yeah, trying to drive by and muscle his way by two defenders, going underneath them with the right hand on the left side of the basket. The contact, it still doesn't matter. Robbo with a much-needed basket for Nottingham.
Looked like he was falling forward, too, just a little bit. Not enough to really get him to have a face plant, but looked like he was falling forward a little bit before he caught himself.
Next free throw won't go. Saying come on is Watson, trying to push the pace. 40 wanted to take the corner three, but lost control and turns it over. On the other end, they're going to, the travel will be called against Collins. He's trying to make his case, but he took a couple steps and then went up with the shot, but never took a dribble.
Something you got to be careful of. Travel calls are always going to throw you off.
Watson trying to do his magic with his shifty dribble moves. Picked up his dribble, trying to find someone, and back out to Boiselle. 3 minutes remaining. Cardinals down by 7. Double team won't do anything, but it is turned over. Watson couldn't come up with the ball. On the other end, alley-oop. Ooh, it's off. Trying to go for the dunk was Crawford, but he couldn't finish it. What a great play that would have been. Nottingham with the numbers and an easy 2-on-1 layup. Crawford will make up for the last possession.
I thought that was going to be an alley-oop play myself, but just a bad turn around the rim. Crawford able to make up with it with the jumping layup now.
Spin move. Foul called. Shot won't go. But Boiselle's going to go to the line for 2. Nottingham back-to-back baskets. Now back up by 9.
Lawrence, if they have any chance, they're going to have to get on a run like they did when they cut that lead down to 5 a little while ago.
After missing the first, Boiselle will hit the second. And you're right, they will need to go on that run. However, Nottingham now moving very slowly, but some pressure from Lawrence trying to pick it up. And the double team in the corner. It's deflected and picked up by Lawrence. Here they go forward, fast break. Layup is blocked. Are you kidding me? Donovan Crawford, the rebound won't go. The putback. Still fighting for it, and Diesel Barnes will get the play, so a good break for Lawrence, but are you kidding me with that chase down block from Crawford?
I don't know how he got there in time, but somehow he managed it, and somehow Lawrence managed to get the point off.
After a LeBron James-like chase down block, good job by Lawrence staying with it, and after being pressured in the corner, the timeout will have to be taken by Nottingham. They still had 3 left, now only 2, so I think that's a smart timeout there.
Yeah, without a doubt. But I remember when Larry Allen chased down a defensive back in his rookie year. Almost a lot like that. I know that's a football reference, but...
No, it really was. I mean, I don't know about you. I didn't even see him coming. I was just getting ready to call the forward layup. I had no clue he was anywhere near there.
I saw him coming, but I didn't think he'd make it.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. So 1:41 remaining.
The lead is cut down to 6, though, because Lawrence was able to get the 2-pointer in the end off the couple of rebounds.
So Nottingham now down to 2 timeouts. They are in the bonus. And the next foul will put them in the double bonus. So from here on out, any foul, Nottingham's taking 2 free throws.
Lawrence has been careful, though.
Looks like, I mean, I don't know if that's normal. I mean, Mitchell White looks like he's got a little bit of a limp as he kind of just walked back on the court very gingerly, but hasn't really been noticed throughout the game. Oh, and an intercepted from Watson. Lawrence trying to push it. Watson going up with the left hand too much. Rebound from Collins. Ooh, and a foul's called as Boiselle tried to strip the ball and force pressure, but again, as we just mentioned, Nottingham the double bonus, so they're going to shoot 2 free throws.
Just a bad bounce from Lawrence on the layup. And Lawrence a little too overzealous, trying to strip the ball, and it got called.
Here's Collins, as Coach Robb would like to call him, the Swiss Army knife, can do it all. First shot is good.
He's done it all this game. He's gone up for defensive and offensive rebounds. He's passed it to teammates. Not the most prolific scorer on the team, but when you got a jack of all trades, that matters.
It's off, but Crawford comes up with the rebound. Will go out of bounds. Crawford wanted a foul called. However, Nottingham will still keep possession. And that's a tough break for Lawrence, not coming up with a defensive rebound.
If you're shooting 2 every shot, though, it makes sense for Nottingham to want the foul.
Absolutely. So here's Crawford in our corner. Back out to Rabba. In no hurry. Remember, there's no shot clock. He can hold on to the ball the rest of the game if he wanted to. And that's it. Nottingham really in no hurry. Let's see if Lawrence picks up the pressure. Barnes trying to do it. And now finally a double team stolen by Watson. What are they going to call it now? Is it a foul? I think it is. Yes, on Rabba trying to fight for the ball.
I don't see where Rabba fouled, though.
Yeah, I'm not sure either, but again, it's only the 6th foul on Nottingham, so still not that close to the bonus. 2 fouls away. So Lawrence will take it in from half court. 1:03 remaining.
Lawrence has got to hurry up now.
Ford with the 3. It's off and short. They come up with it. That's Collins again, and he's fouled in the corner. And that'll send him to the line for 2 more free throws.
The only problem with the full court press when teams have to hurry up is fouls are already piling up by the end of the game. So when teams get the shot off, especially a team like Nottingham that can shoot really well, it spells disaster.
Yeah, as Nottingham gets these free throws, trying to put the dagger in it. Cardinals have fought so hard the whole game like they have all season against these really tough teams, but Nottingham just trying to finally end it. John, I mean, do you think is there any chance, any possibility we could see a miraculous comeback now from Lawrence?
Well, there's a chance, but those chances are fading fast. And right now, the chance is already slim to begin with.
As the Swiss Army knife goes back to the line for 2 more, trying to put the lead up to 8 or 9.
I thought the reference was nail in the coffin, but I like how you used the dagger. Just for the Swiss Army knife.
So the first free throw was off. Could it be interesting? And this makes the second 8-point lead for Nottingham. Full court pressure from Nottingham now. I like it to try to slow them down. Make sure they can't get a basket quickly. Watson is going to need to pick it up. Crossover. The 3-pointer is, he airballed it, but the putback layup will go for Mitchell White. 6-point game, 40 seconds remaining. Rabba with the ball. A foul called on Ford.
Nottingham's going to have to try to chew up the clock, and the Lawrence players know that. Hence the foul and the press situation they've got right now.
Yeah, they're going for the quick fouls. You know, some teams in this situation will try to single or double team, put a lot of pressure before fouling, but Lawrence strategy, they're looking to foul pretty quickly right away.
They can keep time on the clock, though. They have a chance.
First free throw is off. I believe that's the first missed free throw all game from Rabba.
They do have to count on the misses. And right now for Lawrence, they're coming at the right time.
Second one's good. 7-point lead again for Nottingham. 35 seconds remaining. Watson being pressured to trying to bring it up. Post to Linson. Spin move. Will use his body, but it's off. Crawford gets it. Are they going to foul? Getting some pressure on 20 seconds remaining. Here's Rabba. Again, in no hurry. Just using some pressure now. And Mitchell White going for the steal. Unfortunately, couldn't get it. Made some contact with Collins, which will send him to the line. And John, I think that should do it.
If they make these, without a doubt, it's going to do it. But that's the first shot we've seen from Linson, I think, from that angle that we really saw him that far off. The
first one, no good. I mean, you still have to give Lawrence so much credit, just the integrity this team plays with. They were down by so many. I mean, you and I were wondering if Nottingham was going to put up over 100 points at one point with how hot they started off.
They were on pace to put over that, but
They definitely got to give the Cardinals credit for how they stuck into this game.
they made adjustments when needed to, for sure.
And a foul called on Nottingham. So after all of that, now not Allentown, Lawrence is in the single bonus. So here's Watson for a 1-and-1. 12 seconds remaining.
Might be too little too late, though.
Yeah.
He's going to have to make the first one if they have any chance and miss the second one, probably.
Nope, misses it. Offensive putback won't go. Diesel Barnes will get it. Clock's still running. I think they have to inbound it, or
Well, it doesn't look like that's happening.
or not. So after all that, a great game we had here, a really good effort, a good fight from both teams, but Nottingham gets the win, 71-65. Their win streak goes to 4, but Lawrence, unfortunately, now they fall to 1-4. But I mean, John, they're not a 1-4 team. That's really a tough break for them. Like they're so much better than that.
Absolutely not. This is the 4th game we've seen the North Stars score over 70 points. They have in most of their games this season, and really they just hung in there the entire way through, especially on offense. And that's what surprises me the most. I thought Lawrence was really going to have to come through on defense. We were going to have to see a big game from Brandon Ford. And we didn't really see either one of that the way you would expect for Lawrence to have as close of a game as they did in this game. But we saw a big game from Diesel Barnes. We saw a big game from the starting center. They really did a great job on both sides of the ball this game. But what surprised me the most was their offensive production. And I think that's what really shines for me in this game. So great game for both teams, honestly, coming out of this.
So thank you guys for joining us. For David Ash, John Brecco, thank you guys for joining us. We hope you see us next time on WBCB.